How to replace the privacy display panel. Before you begin, remove the battery. Removal. Open the unit to its fullest, almost 180 degrees. Carefully separate the inside edges of the display bezel from the top, sides, and bottom to disengage it from the display enclosure. Important: the edges of the display bezel are held in place with adhesive. Take care when removing them from the display enclosure, especially toward the bottom where the adhesive may be on mylar, which may tear and void the warranty. It may be necessary to use a non-metallic flat-bladed tool to aid in the removal. Lift the display bezel and hinge cover off of the display enclosure and remove. Important: the hinge cover must be removed from the side to come free from the unit. Do not pull straight up. Important: the display panel is held in place by 4 strips of stretch-release tape. Each tape strip has a plastic pull tab attached to one end. One at a time, grasp the pull tab of each strip of tape with a pair of tweezers and slowly twist the tool to release the tape. Continue twisting until the entire strip has been removed. Important: if the stretch-release tape strips are pulled too quickly or at an extreme angle, they will break before releasing the display panel. Note: the removed stretch-release tape is not reusable. Lift the display panel off of the display enclosure and turn it over to gain access to the display panel cable connector. Important: take care not to scratch the display panel. Peel back the retention tape and disconnect the display panel cable from the connector on the display panel. Remove the display panel. Replacement. Align the upper left adhesive strip with the retaining wall and rubber. Do not touch the gasket. Align the upper right adhesive strip with the retaining wall and rubber. Do not touch the gasket. Align the bottom left adhesive strip with the laser etching zone on the display enclosure. Do not touch the laser etching zone. Align the bottom right adhesive strip with the laser etching zone on the display enclosure. Do not touch the laser etching zone. Remove the blue shielding from the 4 adhesive strips. Place the display panel on the top cover so that you have access to both the display panel cable and connector. Important: take care not to scratch the display panel. Connect the display panel cable into the connector on the back of the display panel. Align the upper left corner of the display panel with the alignment rubber on the display enclosure. Align the bottom left corner of the display panel with the alignment rubber on the display enclosure. Lower the display panel into place on the adhesive strips and display enclosure. If the display bezel adhesive strips are damaged during removal, clean the old adhesive off of the display bezel and apply new adhesive strips. Slide the hinge cover over the display panel hinges and then align the edges of the display bezel with the edges of the display enclosure. Apply pressure to the display bezel to secure it into place.